Welcome to the Bite-Sized Security Podcast, your source for practical online security advice. Join me, my guests, and sometimes my trained AI voice, as I explore ways to protect your digital footprint against the growing cyber threats. From mastering better passwords to understanding encryption and VPNs, the Bite-Sized Security Podcast breaks complex topics into clear guidance. It's time to take control of your online presence. You're listening to the Bite-Sized Security Podcast, unlocking solutions for your digital life. Let's get to it. Welcome back to another edition of Bite-Sized Security, your source for bite-sized cybersecurity lessons. I'm Mark David, and with me today to discuss social media safety is expert Nia Jordan. Our profiles contain a wealth of personal information, making social platforms a goldmine for cybercriminals. Nia joins me to share best practices for tweaking your privacy settings, securing accounts, avoiding scams, and building connections safely. Whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter, or X as it's called now, you'll walk away with tangible actions to enhance your protection. Let's dive in. Nia, great to have you on the show. Can you start by giving an overview of key social media security risks and how criminals exploit them?
Glad to join you, Mark. Social platforms contain a huge trove of personal data, photos, contacts, and posts that criminals covet. Lax default privacy settings allow scraping public info. Weak account security enables hacked profiles for financial fraud. Clicking scams spreads malware, and fake connections facilitate social engineering. Staying vigilant defends against these.
Let's start with privacy settings. What configuration changes do you recommend to limit exposure?
The key is locking down who can view your content, especially for profiles public by default like Facebook and Twitter. I suggest enabling the strictest audience options for posts, photos, contacts, and biographical info. Remove anything you wouldn't want strangers accessing. Limit visibility of past posts if possible, and opt out of data gathering for ads. Restricting access protects you.
What security advice do you have for locking down social media accounts themselves?
Make sure you set strong, unique passwords for each profile, and enable two-factor authentication using an authenticator app for account recovery if passwords are lost. Remove any saved browser passwords for automatic logins. Be cautious of third-party apps requesting access to accounts, and know how to report impersonation profiles or hacked accounts to platforms. Treat social accounts like your email, crucial to securely control.
Scams are also a major threat on social platforms. How can users avoid risks like fake prizes or malware links?
The biggest scam indicators are too good to be true offers, high-pressure urgency, or requests for financial information. Social platforms themselves will never message you to share private data or transfer money. Be skeptical of prize messages and job offers directing you off-site. Delete messages demanding money transfers immediately. And never click links promising celebrity photos, game cheats, free events, and the like which spread malware. Savvy browsing defends against tricks.
What about the connections we make on social platforms? Any risks when linking profiles between sites or accepting friend requests?
I'm cautious about linking social media accounts under one identity, which expands access. Never link accounts via third-party apps, which can scrape data. Vet connections against your real relationships before accepting requests to avoid social engineering. Ask contacts directly if you're uncertain of a request's validity. On LinkedIn especially, check work connections against profiles of actual colleagues. Impersonation is common, so verify before connecting.
For parents and educators listening, are there particular safeguards you recommend implementing for children on social media?
Absolutely. Set profiles to private and disable location tagging to limit exposure among kids. Remind them to only approve connections from people they actually know in real life. Install protections like Bark or Circle to monitor concerning activity and cyberbullying across platforms. Have open conversations about limiting oversharing and the permanence of content posted online. And set clear guidelines for healthy usage habits and enforcing periodic breaks. Ongoing involved guidance keeps kids safe.
Final words of wisdom for our listeners looking to boost their social media security?
Just remember that diligent awareness, smart privacy habits, and genuine connections go a long way in enhancing safety. Apply the same precautions on social media that you would in the physical world when interacting with strangers. Your vigilance remains the ultimate protection.
Outstanding tips, Nia. Thank you for sharing your social media security insights.
Thank you for having me, Mark.
That wraps up this edition of Bite-Sized Security focused on defending your social media presence. Lockdown settings, secure accounts, avoid scams, and vet connections. Stay safe out there on social platforms by being informed and vigilant. For more cybersecurity lessons, keep listening to Bite-Sized Security. See you next time. Thanks for listening to another episode of Bite-Sized Security, the quick-hitting podcast serving bite-sized tips to boost your online safety. We covered a lot of ground today and easy-to-digest nuggets of practical cybersecurity advice. If you want to learn more ways to protect your data and identity online, be sure to subscribe for future episodes. We'll continue breaking down complex security topics into straightforward guidance anyone can apply. Visit our website, bitesizesecurity.show, for recaps and show notes from all of our podcasts. We hope these bite-sized cyber lessons have given you new tools in your digital security toolbox. This is your host signing off until next time. Stay safe in the digital world. You've been listening to Bite-Sized Security.